Why would you do flexible dieting on a prep, and why would you not? Can you even get shredded while eating different types of foods? Today I'm going to show you how I apply flexible dieting in this current setting with my current diet at 17 weeks out. Look at that. We got a pool session set up later today. The big question is, am I gonna beat my PR on the block pools? Hello YouTube! Today we are exactly 17 weeks out. We're going to do a flexible dieting day. Now I know the last time I said I don't really like to do flexible dieting in a contest prep because it makes you think about what should I eat all the time, which can increase food focus and can be a stressor of its own. But it does have some implications. I don't like to apply it where literally every single day you are flexible dieting and eating different types of foods, because in a prep your body also needs to get used to the food sources, the food intake, the differences in sodium and all those kinds of factors that will play into how you will eventually look on stage. But you can apply flexible dieting in a way where it provides a psychological break from the monotonous foods that you would otherwise eat most of the time, right? I'm very strict with my diet. I just stick to my foods. I stick to a meal plan pretty much all the time throughout prep. But I just want to show you guys today how you can apply this flexible dieting in a way where it provides this psychological break, doesn't really hinder your progress, and sets you up for a couple more weeks of just strict dieting, sticking to your meal plan. So I'm gonna show you the foods that I'm gonna eat today, flexible dieting at 17 weeks out, and our macro goals are 3,655 calories, 280 grams of protein, 480 grams of carbs, and 70 grams of fats. It is currently 7:30 in the morning, so let's see what we got for meal one. Okay, we're still gonna use our scales obviously because we wanna be accurate. This pancake mix, 50 grams, which is the serving I'm going to use. We have about 8 grams of fat, 19 grams of carbs, 18 grams of protein. We're going to use this to make our secret sauce, which I'll show you in a bit. And then because I do want to get the good fats in from the egg yolk, and I just really like eggs, we're just going to fry up 2 eggs as a side dish. So we're just gonna use this little cup, put in 1 scoop of protein, coconut drink, just a tiny little splash so we can mix it and make a thick sauce. So I'll show you what that looks like now. Chocolate brownie paste that goes on the pancakes. So there we go, meal one. This meal will give us 24 grams of carbs, 23 grams of fats, 59 grams of protein. That's good. I'll see you guys back for meal 2. So I gotta be honest, that tasted really nice, but the volume of the meal was quite low, leaving me still like kinda hungry. That's why sometimes choosing for other like whole food sources that have more like volume to them for the amount of calories that you get is a better option in prep, because you just get to eat more. We have someone over here eating more calories than I am currently.
I'm sorry.
Are you though?
Nah.
The next meal is gonna be the pre-workout meal. We got a pool session today set up. The big question is, am I gonna beat my PR on the block pools? I really wanna work my way up to 200 kilos. I've been there before, injured myself, and then had to work my way back up. So I'm pretty close, but it's getting tight. And also I'm in this caloric deficit, so that's not helping. But let's see how far we can get with this. We got someone who wants to be on camera. It is currently 10:30 and it's time to eat the second meal of the day. This is going to be the pre-workout meal. I'm going to show you guys what we have for this meal. We're going to have 1.5 bagel, shredded chicken, a quarter avocado, and we're going to have some lettuce. And of course, when you're going to do half a bagel, you're going to use the tasty top part. There we go. That's going to be our pre-workout meal. Let's eat this. Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, that was delicious. I already decided that in my off season, I'm gonna make this sort of a staple meal if I'm gonna go up in calories. Tasty as fuck. So this meal gave us 694 calories, 81.9 grams of carbs, 17.9 grams of fats, and 50 grams of protein. We're also gonna keep the intro workout in. I do wanna get some carbs in intro workout just for the performance aspect of it, recovery aspect of it, and to keep cortisol lower throughout the workout. So I'd rather use them strategically than necessarily put them into more food at the moment. So that will give us 114 calories, 30 grams of carbs, and 0 grams of fat, 0 grams of protein. So it's simply just 30 grams of carbs, 114 calories. So the pre-workout that I usually use doesn't have caffeine, but today I do need some caffeine because I'm feeling a little bit sluggish. So I got these sample packages. They're from Excel Nutrition. This is cola flavor, so I'm curious what that tastes like. This is the deadlift block pull fuel. Okay, it's now or never. Block pull time. So with this exercise, I'm thinking about keeping my chest up, so some thoracic extension, and really pushing through my elbows. Not so much my ass. I'm thinking about pushing down first and then pulling back, really squeezing the lat and the upper part around the serratus anterior. It's a good way to fire up the lats before we head into a block pull. Okay, we got 190 on the bar now. Let's see how far I get this. I want to get at least 6 reps, but rather I shoot for 8. Last time was 180, so we're up in weight. Let's see if I can make this. I will make this. I will. Just focus now, I'm just gonna get in the zone. So that was 7. I'll take that. Woo.
الناس مزيانه لازم معقول لا والله شوف ديما هذيك البلاد
It's a wrap. Back home from training, and it was a good session. I got the new weight on the block pulls. I made it. I got 7 reps. I wanted 8, so that's 1 more for the next time, but that's progress. Also progressed many of the other lifts, so really a productive session. After training now in prep, I'm pretty hungry always, so I just want to get this food in right now. So what we got here is 250 grams of pineapple. I do want to get some fruit in today, so that's our fruit for today. 2 bagels with 40 grams of jam on there, and then we have our protein shake. That's 2 scoops of protein right there. I'm gonna enjoy this meal so bad, and this meal, like Phil Heath says, has no chance of survival. Let's see, this meal will give us 160 grams carbs, which is, we have the bulk of our carbs post-workout. Then it'll only have 10 grams of fat, and we have 67.9 grams of protein. The protein in there, the 67.9 grams, that's not all from a complete protein source. So if we just take the complete protein source, that will give us 50 grams of protein. So I want 50 grams of protein in this case from a complete protein source with all the essential amino acids in there. So the rest, that's what we call trace protein, and yes, it will count for the total amount of proteins, and yes, it will count for the total amount of calories, so we do take it into account. But for stimulating muscle protein synthesis, we're just looking at the complete protein source, which is in this case 50 grams from our whey isolate. That's sweet. Funny thing is, in my off season, I don't really appreciate this because I'm stuffed with food, so I'm just thinking, it doesn't matter what I eat. I can appreciate the taste of it now. So I'm gonna enjoy this, and I see you guys for the next meal. It is currently 5:30 and it's time for our next meal. What we're gonna make is we're gonna make Mexican tortilla wraps. So what we got is carrot tortillas. We're gonna use 2 of them. 30 grams of rice cooked right here. Some Mexican vegetables. Roasted piri-piri chicken. Now these taste fucking amazing. Get the spatula and divide that shit. Divide it. Let it get silky. 4.9 calorie sweet chili sauce. Make it nice and gooey. Yeah. Nobody likes a dry tortilla. I'm actually not a big fan of beans, especially if you don't cook them right, because they contain a high amount of lectins, which is an allergen that might cause some bloating, some digestive distress, which is again another reason why maybe you don't want to do a lot of flexible dieting in your prep, because you will run into digestive issues for sure, especially if you make shitty choices. If you're hungry, the likelihood of you making shitty choices, guess what? It's higher.
Are you gonna warm up these or?
No. I like my wraps cold.
Okay.
You need that contrast between like warm food and cold wraps, because the day is hot, you know? You should get warm and cold and hot. I'm gonna add some crispy salad to these wraps, just to add to the crisp. Because you know, if you eat crispy, you will look crispy, because you are what you eat. Alright. Now, let's just make the first wrap here. Add some chicken in. This is piri-piri chicken. This meal is gonna give us 69 grams of carbs, 9.7 grams of fat, 49.8 grams of protein. Perfection. So that's meal number 4. We got 1 more meal after this. So I'll see you guys for the last meal. Another thing that you need to consider with this flexible dieting approach, it's not a free ticket to keep eating shit foods, because you know, the stuff that I eat today, a lot of it is processed and is lower in micronutrients. So therefore, especially when you're in a deficit, you're going to be missing out on some nutrients that your body really needs. Flexible dieting doesn't have to mean you eat shit. Flexible dieting can also mean you change your protein sources from chicken to fish or beef. You change your carb sources from rice to oats, cream of rice, maybe you go for potatoes, and rotate those around days so you not necessarily have a set meal plan. The whole thought process of doing it today is to show you guys how you can do it, and also how you can tactically like put this into place. This is a whole day of eating different foods, but you can simply swap one meal if you want to. Make sure if you're doing this, you plan the food in when you're not hungry, when you can actually rationally make decisions instead of, fuck, I really want to eat pizza, I'm gonna fit in pizza no matter what, and then the rest of the day I'm gonna eat like a bunny. You know, is that really conducive to your bodybuilding goals? I don't think so. We are talking about contest prep here, so every single percentage counts, because if you want to win, that's what it's gonna be. There's gonna be competition, there's gonna be guys working hard, there's gonna be girls working hard, and you just need to make sure you work harder, because if you don't, someone else is gonna take it home. Even though you think you deserve it, they actually deserve it because they worked harder, and it's those little small percentages that make the difference when doing competition. Time to make the last meal. We are going to make beef with rice noodles. So we got rice noodles, we got some Japanese vegetable mix, lean beef minced. We're gonna use 200 grams of this, quarter of an avocado, and then we're just gonna use a little bit of soy sauce. Now, I'm not a big fan of soy sauce, but for the sake of today and just the little amount we're going to use, it's not going to matter. Let's get to cooking, and when I'm done, I'll show you guys what it looks like. So there we have it. This meal has 92.8 grams of carbs, 9.7 grams of fats, 49.8 grams of protein, which brings us to a total for the day of 3,690 calories, 280 grams of protein, 455 grams of carbs, and 78 grams of fats. So let's eat. Alright, that's a full day of flexible dieting done. Honestly, I enjoyed some of the foods and the tastes of it, but I much prefer my own regular meal plan with more whole foods. Now, I actually dropped weight this morning, so as you can see, you can still do this in a contest prep phase and still make progress. But the other thing was, because the food volume was lower than my usual meals, I actually went to bed hungry, which is a weird thing at 17 weeks out. You shouldn't be going to bed hungry just yet, and that then messed up my sleep a little bit, which is another thing you can think about. Food quality and sleep, they're gonna have some kind of interplay there between each other, and if you mess up your sleep, you pretty much mess up your ability to recover, your ability to build muscle, and actually your ability to drop fat over the long run. I'm very happy to go back to my own meal plan today and eat my plain regular foods. We are moving into 16 weeks out. Things are getting real, and I'm very excited for this. I actually honestly cannot wait to be balls deep into this, 8 weeks out, feeling like shit, working towards that one single goal. We're returning this year, but it's not only the return, it's I'm staying for more. I want more out of this. I initially started this whole journey 9 years ago, started training 6 years ago, really started like bodybuilding, and ever since then the goal has always been the same. However, next video I'm going to be taking you guys through what happened in that time between, so it's a pretty special video for me. I honestly can't wait to share this with you guys. I'm going to be completely honest in that one, like full transparency. I have nothing to hide, so stay tuned for the next video, which is going to be at 16 weeks out. That's where I'm wrapping up this video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it, drop a comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and turn on post notifications so you won't miss a video of this series. Let's return and let's stay for more.